Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for some yoga this morning. We are going to just enjoy some use of our chair. We will work in and around the chair today and just working on the low back, the hamstring stretching, and of course, balance as always. So, with the balance here, we are going to begin just a little easy warm up. I'm going to take a little wider stance here. And as we draw the arms up, we're going to take a nice big breath in. Exhale down. Just beginning to warm up the shoulders, the upper back. Really try to lengthen and get tall here. And inhaling up. Exhaling down. Fabulous work. And one more. This time we're going to stay up here just a little bit and then bring the elbows kind of out to the side. We're going to press the elbows together, thinking about bringing them close in front, stretch through the upper back here. And then we're going to open them wide and squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. So we're opening the chest a little bit here. And press them together one more time. Thinking about squeezing everything out of the chest. And then open with a nice big breath in. Wonderful work. And letting the arms down. And from here, lowering the body down, bending at the hips and the knees here a little bit. And we're just going to pulse here for a moment, begin to warm up those thighs, the hips. And as we move up and down, we have a nice straight spine, not rounded, but nice and straight to fully support ourselves here. We're going to come up tall and send some pressure to the outside of that foot as we lean to one side, and then we're going to shift over to the other side, really thinking about how we place our feet as we shift from side to side. We want to make sure that we don't just operate on the heels or operate on the toes, but we really want to balance out some of the pressure on the inside and outside of our feet as well. Last time from side to side. Wonderful work. And we're going to come center, roll up onto a toe, lifting a heel here. And I really want to now kind of warm up that ankle, those little tiny joints through each foot. Down through the heel, other side, lifting the heel, really challenging that lower leg to be strong while we get the blood flowing in the right direction here. And down we go. One more, onto the toe. And down and onto the other toe. Challenging our balance as well as this warming up. And down we go. Wonderful. All right, from here, I'm going to face the chair and I want to kind of get friendly with the chair. I'm going to extend my arms out over the chair. I have a slight bend in the hips, bend in the knees, and I want to challenge my balance. So I can hold on to the chair if I need it, but I really want to lean forward and just begin to put some pressure into the toes here. And then I'm just going to shift backwards, applying a little pressure into the heels. So it's not a very big movement. We're just sending some energy forward as we reach. We can hold on to the chair if we need to and bring it back with us when we head into the heels here. One more time in either direction. Great work. Challenging ourselves here and all the way back. And let's rise up. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna go into a standing cat-cow. So with our chair, we can draw our arms out and then round the spine, holding onto the chair maybe with one hand. As we round, we're pulling the navel in, a little bend in the hips and knees here. And then we're going to lift and open. Nice big breath in. And here we go. Exhale, round, kind of squeeze that air out of your, and pull the navel in. Inhale, lift and open. Wonderful work. Once more, round. Exhaling and inhaling. We are lifting tall. Okay. From here, we are going to pull the navel in and then come into a little bit of a squat and hinge forward from the hips. So as I hinge, I have a nice straight spine. I'm going to hold on to the seat of the chair here. And then I'm going to shift from side to side, challenging our legs, our hips here as we move. The chair is really our support and our tool today. As we come into some lunges, we'll go into a down dog using our chair. So really have a little bit of fun with our yoga this morning. Last time each side. Back to center. So from here, thinking about keeping that back nice and straight. We're going to bring the feet closer together and then just step back into a little bit of a lunge here. So as we step back, we're holding onto the chair. We don't want the chair to move. So we want to make sure that it's certainly not going to move on us. Pushing down through the heel here, a nice little stretch for the back side of the leg. We're going to switch feet. Step it forward, step the other leg back. Great work here. Pushing down into the heel, lengthening through that low leg here. Wonderful job. And bringing it back forward. From here, let's go into that cat and cow. Looking down at the chair, round the spine, pull the navel in, and come to that flat back again. Nice and easy. Kind of beginning to lift the head and tail here a little bit. So as we round, we're tucking the head and tail. And lifting the head and tail, straightening the spine. And from here, we are going to step back into a little bit of a lunge. Now, if you feel comfortable pushing into the chair, we're going to bring both feet back. So coming into a down dog here, we're really using our shoulders and upper back to do the work here. And we're just going to send some energy forward. So we're pushing into the heels as we lean into the chair a little bit here. Pushing some energy down our arms onto the chair. And then we're going to bring it back, send the bottom backwards a little bit, challenging the shoulders and the upper back here. Leaning forward into the chair a little bit, push down into the heels. Wonderful work. Challenge our body. And coming back, we're going to step it forward. And let's rise and take a nice breath in, drawing the hands up. Big inhale at the top and circle out and around. Wonderful. All right. And here we go. A nice big breath in. And hinge forward from the hips here. Navel comes in. Releasing down towards the chair again here. Wonderful work. And we're going to step back. Push down into a heel here. Straightening both legs now before we kept that front leg bent a little bit here. So now we're really thinking about those hamstrings tying into the back of the knee, challenging ourselves here. And my hips and toes are facing the same direction. So we're lengthening through the hamstrings, bend that front knee, and we're gonna switch feet. Stepping back with the other leg, straightening the legs here. Really a gentle stretch through the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Great work. And from here, sending the knee forward and stepping forward. Let's take a nice breath in, rise up, big inhale, and exhale on the way down. Wonderful work. All right. Coming to a little wider stance just on the side of the chair here. We are going to challenge our balance, draw those arms out, the palms are up. Coming into just a high squat here. I'm bending at the hips, bending at the knees. And I'm going to reach over to one side, finding that outside of the foot again here. Coming back to center. I'm going to reach over to the other side here. Great work. And coming back to center. Wonderful. Rise up, straighten the legs, big inhale up. Exhale on the way down. Right. And coming around to the front of the chair. And from here, I'm going to scoot forward in my chair a little bit. So I want to allow my hips and knees some space to move. And what we're going to do is push down through a heel, toe is up. We're going to stretch the hamstring in a different manner. So from here, send the arms forward, a nice reach out. We did this standing alongside of our chair. It just looks a little different here in the chair seated. Wonderful job. Rising up, circling out and around. Fabulous. And from here, let's take it out to the side, a little bit further out to the side here. As we extend out, we are changing the hip a little bit here. So finding what's comfortable for that hip area and reaching out over that toe, hovering. We're kind of drawing the navel in to protect that low spine. Nice stretch through the shoulder, out the arm. And let's rise up here and reach to the other side for that ear. Stretching through the armpit, the back of the arm a little bit, maybe even down the side here. Wonderful. And relaxing it down. All right. Crossing at the ankle. Allow that knee to fall open and just stretching the hip and pelvis open a little bit differently. Here we go. Take a nice breath in and lean forward, hinge from the hips, nice straight spine. And then we're going to drop and round the spine. Dropping the head, shoulders. I'm just holding onto my legs with my hands for a little extra support. And then we're gonna round up one vertebrae at a time. Draw the navel in, stack the vertebrae, one on top of the other, coming tall. Shoulders back, eyes forward. Wonderful work. And uncrossing, let's go ahead and do the other leg. So pushing into the heel, toe is kind of out in front. Here we go. Take a nice breath in and we're going to reach forward, Lean from the hips, nice hamstring stretch all the way through the back of the leg here. Wonderful work. Keep breathing. And let's take it tall. Reach up, out and around. Fabulous. Here we go. Send it out to the side. The puppy gets in the way, but that's okay. And here we go. Send it out, hovering over those toes. Changing the hip, changing the pelvis structure a little bit as we open the leg a little wide and stretching the hamstrings just in a little different manner here. Wonderful work. Rising up, reaching tall, and then reaching over to the opposite ear. Nicely done. Stretching through the arm, the armpit, down the side body a little bit here. Wonderful. And relaxing the arm. Here we go. Crossing at the ankle. Opening up through the hip and the knee, the pelvis a little here. And let's lean forward. Good straight spine until we get all the way out, and then we kind of collapse on the leg and fall down towards the floor. Wonderful work. Here we go. Pull the navel in. Begin to round up one vertebrae at a time, stacking them slowly, coming tall, shoulders back, eyes forward. Wonderful work. And let's uncross. Take a nice breath in. Fabulous. Great job. All right. So working the hamstrings ties into that low back. So doing a cat and cow has helped, but now we're going to arch opposite. So coming into a little bit of a camel is how we're going to approach this. I'm going to place the hands on the small of my back, and my palms are kind of resting on that low back area here. Elbows are behind me, stretching through the front of the chest and shoulder. I'm going to take a nice big breath in, push the hands into the low back, and then just begin to lift the chin, looking up, leaning back, strong through the abs here to help support our low back as we're kind of leaning back from it. And releasing, coming back forward. Relax down for a moment here. And just an easy breath in. And when you're ready, let's do it one more time. I'm going to show you from the side here. So I'm pushing into the low back here. Elbows come back. We're going to lift the chin and chest. Nice breath in. And push down into the low back here as we lean back just a bit, rounding through the spine, really challenging our balance in the chair here as well. And lowering, releasing, coming back upright and relaxing down. Wonderful work. All right. And we are just going to reach out wide, easy on those shoulders, and give ourselves a hug here, crossing one arm over the top and opening. And let's cross the other arm over the top. Great work. And open, and let's take them up. A nice reach here. We're going to lengthen through the spine, maybe wiggle those fingers up high, get long, and exhale on the way down. Fabulous. All right. Just a little shoulder rotation, one side and then the other. And from here, let's bring in an elbow and rotate the head that direction. So kind of watch the elbow begin to move around from side to side, warming up the neck a little bit more, working through the upper back as well. Elbows coming out and around, one more each side. And coming back to center from here, dropping the chin down towards the heart here. And we're just going to look one direction. So I'm keeping the chin low as I look over to one side and coming back to center. And I'm going to look over to the other side, keeping the chin low. Coming back to center. And then I'm going to lift the chin to a neutral spine here and then look over the shoulder a little differently, challenging the neck, the upper back, all those traps that are connecting our body together here. Coming back to center, over to the other side. Nice neck stretching. Continually breathing. And coming back to center. From here, lifting the chin up just a little bit. So we're not squishing or impinging any neck area, but we are just trying to lengthen through the front of the neck here. Wonderful. Coming to a neutral spine, and let's scoot back in our chairs. Let the chair fully support us here as we begin to wind down our practice this morning. We're just going to walk the toes out a little bit here. I'm pointing through the toes, kind of squeezing that lower leg muscle, that calf muscle, being strong. And then we're going to walk them back in. Fabulous. And bring the soles of the feet towards one another. Stretch out those ankles a little bit. And we're going to take them out. So knees come together, feet come out. Wonderful work. And bring them together, just a neutral position. And from here, draw the arms up. Nice inhale. And then we're going to lengthen one arm a little longer, a little taller, stretch through that whole side body here, starting all the way down at that low back and over to the other side, reaching up tall, lengthening through the whole side body. Fabulous. Come on back to center and relax them down. Great work. And just from here, we are going to focus on that breath. Draw the breath into the belly, into the chest, all the way to the back of the throat, and then let it all go. Two more. Nice big breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Great work. Fabulous. And when you're ready, bringing the hands to the heart, taking a little bow. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful start to your day.